Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RDR Talking Numbers. I'm here with the crew, Ron and Ryan. We hope you guys are enjoying your day. Do me a favor before we get into the show. Click the button down there that says subscribe, wherever you're listening to your podcast. Also go over to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe there as well. We have a different set of content there, although we're kind of on hold a little bit. We do our week in review, and obviously with the COVID-19 coronavirus situation, the NBA is currently suspended, and so there's nothing to review. There's no news for the most part right now. So hopefully we'll be able to get back to that soon. I haven't really heard any rumblings. I heard...
Ron, not to cut you off, Dave. Ron, tell me what you were saying about Vegas. Just a quick ideal. This is just a light bulb.
Yeah, since Vegas is shut down.
Okay.
They wanted to talking about ending the season there, putting all the teams in hotels and just letting them play. They also was thinking about the Bahamas as a destination and do stuff like that.
Put everybody out
personally,
there.
I think they should just cancel it.
If you're not going to be able to...
That's what it's looking like.
If you're not going to be able to play the games in Cleveland, in Portland, in Orlando, I don't want to do it. I don't want it to be some tournament where they're all on location.
But it's going to be... But that's the thing, too. They all on location. You're not going to get... It's going to be an empty gym.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see that. Just cancel it if that's the case. I want them to continue this.
What happens to the season ticket holders' money?
They're going to reimburse that. Or we're going to apply it to next year.
They either going to apply it
if you want to
give them first dibs.
Yeah, they're going to apply it.
Or just say,
rush
hey.
the bands back.
Because they're not trying to rush them. That's no different than concerts. There was a couple concerts I was considering attending, and I said, well, I'm going to wait till the day of because I know this stuff is going on. Because what they'll do, they'll take your money and say, well, we're not canceling. We're rescheduling.
Let me ask you
this.
So
your money's good. No, I want my money back.
I don't want to be Debbie Downer. But a lot of the players was giving $100,000 apiece, towards the stadium and the employees at the stadium.
Correct.
Right.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Correct.
Are we still on board with that, or
no, some more players didn't put up some more money. They didn't put up some more money. But at the end of the day, man, I mean,
and some of the owners jumped in. Mark Cuban was on the phone when that first happened.
How much more money y'all want? Because the NBA players is some of them ain't even getting paid now.
Correct.
I ain't got nothing for you.
The money's on hold.
Yeah, how much money I got?
The money's on
hold. I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing for you.
The money's on hold for them.
And they out here just giving out money, and they out here playing.
And one thing that I know, not just
they got them on TV playing 2K. You saw that? They got them on TV playing 2K against each other.
From my
Derek, what's the dunk dude that can dunk?
Levine?
No. Zach can do more than that. What you doing? The dunk champion.
Oh, the kid from Miami.
He
can't think of his name.
He beat
Derek Jones.
Derek Jones. He beat KD in 2K.
Did he?
It's the only time he'll beat KD in anything. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, what I was going to say is that because of my background in finance, and I still have a lot of friends who work in that industry, a lot of those guys, despite the amount of money that they're making and all those zeros that are on their checks, a lot of them live check to check. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
And,
put a name on it.
And no, I will not do that. And particularly, I don't want to talk about the upper echelon guy making $30 million because I think that's almost impossible to live check to check in that manner. But a guy making $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, I've seen it. If they don't get that check on Friday, the whole operation implodes, and that's unfortunate. I'm hoping that this whole situation gets better so we can get back to life as normal and have the NBA return along with everything else.
I'm about to ask you a real life question.
I just want to get
I want to ask you a real life question. From 4 minutes, listen to me. From 4 minutes to 6 minutes. Ron, do you have people in your life, if you come into money, you have to take care of?
Yes.
Do you have people in life that you would like to take care of, that you're not obligated to take care of?
Okay, sure. But no. That I would like to take care of? Yeah, okay.
So
2 different lists in my book.
Those are the people that, when it get tight, y'all got to hold up.
Yeah. So the people in them stands that work at the arenas got to hold up. Listen, man. Listen. The upper echelon guys, I can understand them being the guys that pay the money. Mm-hmm. But the 10th guy on the team, hey, don't come to me asking me for nothing, man, because I ain't.
You're not asking Jordan McRae for no money.
Don't ask Jordan McRae for no money.
Okay.
Don't ask him because he probably
crashed the Bandicoot.
He probably living in somebody's basement now, man, and not no knock, but he don't know when his check coming from. Like you said, he getting this, that, and the third. He probably still owe from other loans,
and it's a lot of money. However, they committed based on the fact that I made $500,000.
How do you tell people?
Now, mind you, I'm not saying, you know how I feel about it. I'm not saying that they should give you anything. It's a choice.
It's not required.
It's a choice.
Not required.
But if somebody's going to pay the money, the Kevin Loves of the world.
Mm-hmm. He got a lot of it.
The Steph Currys, the LeBron Jameses, the guys that's sitting on cake. But don't ask the the Tyson Chandler. I ain't got it.
Tyson Chandler has it.
He
has a body of work.
No, he has it because of what he saved up. He ain't going into the stash. This coming from what I make now. I can't go into the stash to give you nothing. That's what I got to live on when I'm done.
I'm setting up something for
when
my
it's time
kids,
me to walk away.
Legacy,
We talking about the cats that's getting crazy. Man, dude, at the end of the day, man, I think it's commendable what they doing. But, I mean...
And quite frankly,
the people that should be doing it...
How far is that going?
Don't put jerseys on.
100, yeah.
And they sign the checks.
Well, like I said...
Them is the ones that should have did it first. Kevin Love shouldn't have did it before Mr. Gilbert.
But I also feel like you don't have
Mr. Gilbert don't know what planet he's on right now.
You don't have to publicize what you do either. But you're absolutely right. I can't.
His son probably taking him up top.
I can't.
The little boy
running.
Who was
He ain't little no more. He about 20.
Yeah, he gotta be.
He was like 14 when he was in the draft.
Yeah, he gotta be.
Y'all stupid.
He pumping his day. He said, "Hey, Kevin, bring me
you heard what Chris Rock said.
What he said?
Shaq is rich. The guy who signed Shaq's check.
But Chris Rock need to stop with
right.
all them. But it's not. Shaq is still rich.
No. He's rich and wealthy.
He's wealthy.
Okay.
He's wealthy now.
Wealthy means
he's wealthy now.
Wealthy means that you take money, generational wealth, to help your kids. Shaq kids never have to work.
Shaq's grandkids never.
But we're talking
exactly.
Talking young Shaq.
So, but Shaq.
Young
Shaq said he wasn't. Young Shaq said I didn't spend an NBA check.
But to your point, the
guys
just endorsement money.
The guys without the jerseys.
Yes, the guys without the jerseys.
That's my point.
The one that was pushing on Kyle Lowry.
Oh yeah.
Hey, is you in your pocketbook, Chuck?
Yeah. Did you write a check?
You feel me? Them the ones that need to be writing the check.
The lady who keep bringing you the dry martinis on the rocks.
On the rocks, yes. Shaking our stern. Those cats is the ones that's supposed to be paying the money. But I commend any guy who helps them people out, man. Hey, I don't even want to talk about what I believe this really is, but
it's a whole other discussion, and that's politics.
Yeah. Yes.
Ron. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. We're going to get into a segment that I don't think any other show does anything like this. I think we're the first guys that I've seen do something.
There is no show like us. Period.
You're absolutely right about that. The wall of distinction.
The wall of distinction.
Explain to the new listeners what that is.
Is a basketball player that we believe, or that I believe, and then I throw it out there to the guys to see if they share my thoughts. Of a basketball player that should be in the Hall of Fame. He had a body of work that should have put him there already. We're wondering what's taking y'all so long.
And who have we put in our wall so far?
We have put Tim Hardaway and Kevin Johnson. Those are the ones that made it. We got a power forward, man, that I'm about to throw in.
Tim Hardaway, you talking about?
No, did we put Tim in?
Yeah, Tim got put in.
I know we okay.
They made the comment.
Yeah, he made a comment.
That's part of why he ain't in the hall. Go ahead.
This guy that made some comments too.
Oh Lord!
This guy that made some comments too. That might play a picture in why, but I think it's a big picture in why. Numbers ain't crazy though. There's nothing that jumps out that grabs you that make you say off top. But when I say his name, I think y'all gonna feel me. He only played 10 years.
Okay.
707 games.
So fairly healthy. 70 games a year.
Fairly healthy, but. Yeah, fairly healthy, but 1 year was really injury ridden, and everything else he was there.
Okay.
He's an NCAA champion. He's a college player of the year 2-time. He has an Olympic gold medal, FIBA games. His career numbers are 16 a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 48% from the field, 33 from the 3-point line. He's played for 2 franchises. The first franchise, he played there for 5 years. He gave you 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 50% from the field, 33% from free throw, 77% from free throw, 33% from 3-point, 77% from free throw. Mm-hmm. His next year, he played 5 years there. He gave you 12, 6, 2.
I think I know who this is.
You got to. 46% from the field, 32% from 3, 76 from the field. We're talking about Larry Johnson, man. Larry Johnson is a Rookie of the Year, All-Rookie team, 2-time All-Star, All-NBA player. Larry Johnson's numbers in Charlotte, I think, really showed who Larry Johnson was. I think that because Larry Johnson had a back injury, and after the back injury, he came back in the year he gave you 19.7 rebounds, 5 assists, and was an All-Star. The following year, in both years he played 80 games. The following year, he gave you 21, 8, and 4, and wasn't an All-Star. So it's almost like they threw him a bone. He came back better, and they didn't throw him another one, which made no sense to me. I think he took a step back playing with the Knicks for the concept to win.
Some of it was health, and then also
but I think he was just,
but
I think,
of the
see,
Agreed.
When I say I think he took
he wasn't
a
a
step back,
starter. Some of that stuff he didn't start.
No, the last couple years, but the first 3 years he did. But his last year in Charlotte, he gave you 21 and 8. Then he went to there and averaged 13.
Yeah.
Then he averaged 16 the following year. But I believe that Larry Johnson was on a team where you're talking about Pat, Kim, Latrell, Allen Houston. I think that team spread the ball around so much that Larry Johnson didn't go there and say, look, I'm LJ.
Everybody you
I'm
named
put up
was
16,
giving
17
you 12 to 15 points
exactly, minimum. So everybody else, it spread it out. I think Larry Johnson's numbers would have been better if he stayed on the team. Like, you got to understand, Charlotte was a playoff team. I think Larry Johnson, 5 years there, they was a playoff team 3 of the 5 years. So you talking in the playoffs. He goes to the Knicks, they a playoff team, I want to say 4 of the 5 years. I don't think they made it his last year in the league. But he took a step back on a team that had a chance that was a better. He took a step back on a team that had a chance to win a championship versus being on a playoff team averaging 20 points a game. I think Larry Johnson is a player that should be in the Hall of Fame because it's the basketball.
And I was just about to say, you got to take that
college champion, All NBA,
2-time player of the year.
I think he did enough to be in the Hall of Fame. That's what.
Let me ask you a question because he was 6'6", power forward.
Yes.
Played against some of the great power forwards in NBA history and held his own.
Was being liberal. I don't think he's a legit 6'6".
No, I think he was bigger.
He was 6'6". He was 6'6".
Very close.
By about an inch though. Because Charles a legit 6'4", 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's go 6'5".
Let's
go 6'5".
Vastly under.
But he held his own against Derek Coleman, Sean Kemp, Barkley, Malone, Kevin Willis, all them guys.
Yes, all of them. He did. And to be honest, in my opinion, out of all of them you just named, he was more marketable than all of them.
Not Charles.
Yes.
Sir Charles.
He was way more marketable.
Grandmama.
I'm going to give you why. Larry Johnson was on Family Matters when Family Matters was a superstar show. Larry Johnson and Charles Barkley was in Space Jams. Larry Johnson put Converse on his back. Charles Barkley was just a cat on Nike. I'm serious, dude. He had some shoes.
Who had the better shoe? Because you had both of them. You own both of them.
Honestly, the Converse. The better to play in was the Converse. And you're right, I had all of them.
I love the Barkley.
I know, but that's because of the name and the design.
It was a heavy shoe.
Very much so.
Look, they were so innovative at Converse at that point in time, dude. They had the React Juice. They didn't jock Nike and go Air, React Juice. They was the first ones that had a shroud over the shoestrings.
Yeah.
After that, then Jordan come with shroud over the shoe. Nobody had the shroud over the shoestrings. He was innovative, man.
I'm going to tell you how innovative they were.
He took the lady that lived in the shoe and turned her into a dunking machine. Do y'all know, quick little history lesson, which is crazy. When Larry Johnson first came in the league, they signed him to Converse. At that point in time, 91, they still had Larry Bird and they had Magic Johnson. They put a commercial together where Magic Johnson and Larry Bird was in the laboratory making a basketball player. That's why and they fed off the names of Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. They made it Larry Johnson. They didn't do the commercial because Magic said he had AIDS.
Wow.
That commercial would have been huge. They
right
even did it. You can go somewhere, look it up. They can give you. They didn't film it, but the script was they was in there making it. And Magic was like, "Oh, I want him to be able to pass like me." Mm-hmm. Oh, and Larry was like, "Oh, I want him to be able to shoot like me. He gonna move like this." Dude, that commercial would have been one of the best basketball commercials ever made. He was way more marketable.
The Larry
he was
Magic
on
commercial
everything,
alone
man.
was at the top of the food chain.
He was on everything, man. They was putting Larry Johnson, and I'm big on merchandise types, man. They was putting Larry Johnson in that situation alone, doing his own thing. You got basketball players that come out with shoes now where you got the game model and the cheaper shoe. Mm-hmm. Like LeBron will come out with the LeBron 17s, but then he'll come out with the Witness or the Soldiers. KD will have...
Well, that's the team shoe. That's the team
shoe, but it still got that person's name on it.
Yeah.
Larry Johnson had the Aerial Jams, and then he had the Tarmacs. You had the outdoor Converse, the indoor Converse. But nobody doing that. They saw something in that guy, man. And to do some of the stuff he was doing, I think would have been remarkable. I think if Larry Johnson does not get hurt, which it's a lot of players we said.
But like you say, it's the basketball, Naismith basketball Hall of Fame.
Yes.
He should be
the junior college years, 2-time junior college player of the year.
Yes.
In junior college, he was the national college player of the year. In junior college.
That's unheard of, dude. That's unheard of.
You can't do that.
That's unheard of.
Naismith Award, Wooden Award at Vegas. Yes. NCAA champion, Final Four both years.
And standout player on arguably the best college team of all time.
Yes. And if they wouldn't...
All-American both years at Vegas.
LJ. You know what it is. It's all love this way.
Yeah. And that's real.
I
think he's a guy... But he made statements that I didn't think was bad. I thought they was legit statements. He made a statement on national TV. They were playing the Spurs. And he was like, Avery Johnson understand where I'm coming from because we come from the same plantation. And that's when Bill Walton got into it real bad right there. But, dude, he felt like he made that statement. I think that has a lot to do with when they talk about best college player in the world, and they never mention Larry Johnson's name, which right there shows you got hidden agendas. On this show, we don't. We have opinions that differ.
Of course.
And we have guys that we are emotionally like better than our other hosts. We have guys, we do that. We're human.
These guys are emotional.
But at the end of the day, we got to keep it real.
Him being affiliated with the Nation of Islam had a lot to do. With why he is not, in my opinion, in the Hall of Fame. There's no way on earth ESPN has a all-time college player got females, and take that for what you want.
Yeah, no, but that's real.
Whatever.
For real.
Larry Johnson's not on the list.
If you want to have a women's list, that's fine, but you're comparing apples to oranges. Shouldn't be on the same list.
Shouldn't be on the same list, man. I'm sorry. Shouldn't be on the same list.
And then when they dwindled it all the way
down. Is
it
sexist?
It's literally,
I don't know. It's not.
Two different games.
I don't even want us to say it's sexist.
Two different games.
But when you got basketball players like Brittany Griner, who she can ball, she can go. But when she makes statements like she'll beat DeMarcus Cousins, you're out of your mind. You won't score. He will eat you a lot. It will be he will
dress
be
shoes.
In dress shoes. He'll be the I'm not talking about DeMarcus Cousins in sack. I'm talking about DeMarcus Cousins in the finals. That DeMarcus Cousins
he'll kill her.
Not even close. So stop. All that. This ain't no man against woman. This is facts. That's why we all have problems when you have a person that was born a male that want to run in track and field with the females. We have problems with that because that's not your sport. Go beat the guys.
Yeah,
so when these women come in here and say, "Oh, I can do this, I can do that," stop it. Y'all will get tossed. It won't even be close.
And they all know that. Because even growing up,
that's men being scared of women, though. and including them in everything. And I said that, and I'm going to stand on that.
Say it again.
Period.
But a lot of the basketball players laughed at her. A lot of them was like, man, come on.
When I saw women on the all-time college basketball player list, ever?
You have to have a separate conversation. It's a different game. You didn't compete against the same people.
I say, did I miss something?
Right.
Did I miss something?
Right. You can't do it. You right.
That's why they even do it by division.
That's why you do it by
division. You got Division 1, Division. It doesn't compare.
Did I miss something?
Unless we play head to head, it doesn't compare.
Man.
I didn't see Cheryl Swoops.
And they went.
You didn't even see Cheryl.
Not in the Final Four, the Final 16.
It ended up being Mike and Larry. Okay, who's voting?
Are you serious?
But it came down to
Larry
Mike
Bird
and
at
Larry.
Indiana State.
No, time. I'm not knocking Mike.
Sense?
I'm not knocking Mike being on anything because Michael Jordan. To be honest, I think if Michael Jordan played in a situation where the coach
allowed him
to just play, Michael Jordan numbers would be through the roof.
But we don't know that.
We don't know that.
But
see,
what happened?
But this is the thing, though. For you to,
because I can easily say, well, shoot, LeBron James the best player to ever play in college. He didn't kill that Ohio State, but he did.
No,
that's what I'm saying. It didn't happen.
But Dave, he didn't play there at all.
That's my point.
Magic. I mean, but Mike.
He was there.
But Mike got a college player of the year though
for 40 points a game, and he didn't do it.
No, I'm saying though, I just don't get. I don't know. A question: how Larry Johnson wasn't on it at all?
I didn't see Johnson's name when it counted in the Sweet 16. Where it counted
was Larry Johnson on there?
He was. I believe he was, but I don't think he.
Larry Johnson don't get the credit he deserves, man.
Not at all.
No, he don't.
Playing for Vegas.
No, he don't.
He was a killer.
He don't. The running Rebels. See, that's what I talk about marketability. You could see a starter coat running Rebels anywhere in the world.
And quite honestly,
anywhere in the world,
cross demographic.
Wasn't nobody if you saw a guy with a UConn hoodie on, he wasn't doing it for the female Huskies.
Starter jackets that were popular.
Was he?
Vegas, Georgetown. Yeah. Very famous back in the day.
University of Miami.
And then the Raiders.
University of Miami. Hurricane.
And the LA Raiders stuff.
LA Raiders.
I'm gonna tell you some more. Chicago Bulls was popular.
Chicago
and I'm gonna tell you something else.
The black one with the red letters.
With the red letters. I'm gonna tell you something else that was. I saw a lot of people in the Florida State Seminoles. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of people in that. That was the maroon,
the burgundy.
Yes, the burgundy joint. Yeah, but man, yeah, I don't. You mixing the two, and that's not a knock. It's just put y'all.
Hey. It's a knock.
It's
not a knock though, Ryan. Ryan, it's really not a knock. It's inclusion, and they don't need to.
Right.
So, but a woman will tell you,
make your own list.
None of the women I talk to.
We deserve to.
None of the women I talk to, they don't care about sports.
We deserve to be a part of the conversation.
I can barely get them to watch my show,
and we deserve to give you a break. We'll be right back. I like that. That's good.
This is Ryan, and you're listening to RDR, Talking Numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RDR. I'm going to have to make an executive decision and figure out whether or not that break is going on YouTube. That was some great conversation. Nonetheless, we've taken Larry Johnson and put him on the Wall of Distinction. I think that's definitely an honor. I think he deserves it. Definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. We are going to take a journey down memory lane today, which Ron hates to do, but I know he's going to have a lot to say about this conversation.
So this is
it is the 90s. I want to talk about the Dream Team. There's a lot of things that have been said about it. I watched it live. That was my time. I'm in high school. Super excited about it. At the time, it was called the greatest collection of basketball players ever. I think that's arguable. Anything's arguable with us. But that was a pretty solid team. You're talking Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley. Boom. That's great right there. Yeah. John Stockton, Karl Malone, David Robinson,
Chris Mullin,
Clyde Drexler, Chris Mullin.
Christian Laettner, baby.
Christian Laettner, and then I missed somebody. Who did I miss?
You said Pat.
I said Pat. I said David.
You said Larry.
Larry. Magic.
You said Clyde.
Said Clyde.
You ain't say Scotty.
Scottie Pippen. There you go.
Scott.
How did I miss Scott? But I miss Scott.
He's missable.
It's possible.
He's not missable.
So that's what I want to get into.
He's not missable.
In 19, because I believe that decision was made in either 90 or 91 to put that team together. Obviously, the college guys lost in 88.
Yeah, and they got tired of it.
And it was like, we're not doing that, bro. It's not. You ain't world champions if you didn't play the best.
Yeah.
We're going to send our best. So they put that team together. It's a pretty outstanding team. Mm-hmm. What our first one, and they got the job done. They went over there and
they got the job done.
They annihilated them.
They beat them.
I watched every one of those games. Every one of them.
They beat them bad.
My question to you first is this: and I'm going to pose it the right way because I was just arguing with some guys. There was a local list that was made this week, and people were saying, "Oh, this person should be there. This person should be there." And I went on several people's posts and said, "That's cool." Yeah, they were just talking about some local stuff, rating guys in Cleveland basketball history. And my point was this: that's cool if you want to nominate somebody, but you have to take somebody off. It's not fair to we just gonna make you an all-star, Oh, no, we got 12 spots. We not gonna have 15. You take somebody off. So, who was missing from the Dream Team, in your opinion? Who should have been there that wasn't?
I got two.
The obvious one is Isaiah and Shaq.
It's not.
You say Isaiah and Shaq.
Shaq should have won.
I say Shaquille O'Neal and Dominique Wilkins. That's what I say.
But see, I'm not mad at that because Dominique ended up going in 94 in the World Championship.
And in 96.
So did Isaiah Thomas.
But he was hurt.
But he was there.
He was in street clothes.
He got one. He was hurt.
So
yeah, he was. But he went
because he tore his Achilles.
But that was the World Championship.
And Shaq was in the World Championship.
That was the World Championship.
But Shaq was in 96.
Yeah.
So Shaq and Isaiah for you.
Yeah.
Who comes off?
Stockton and Christian Laettner.
And it's easy.
Like Sunday morning.
For you.
Christian Laettner. Only hindsight 2020 because who Shaq became. I think Christian Laettner deserved it.
Okay.
Period. But I think looking at the thing, if I had to say that team was missing something, the Diesel. So I get a Diesel. It's gonna sound crazy.
Come listen.
Life's crazy.
Just do it.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Magic.
No.
Magic would get. Because Magic, nobody wanted to play him.
No, not even that. He wasn't in the league.
Man. Yeah, nobody wanted to play against him because of the announcement.
He wasn't in the league. I don't believe listen, I'm sorry. I think Magic Johnson is Hall of Fame, one of the greatest ever.
Bird was there only because of sentimental value. Yes. Bird was shot by the time
Bird
was hurt.
He didn't play a whole lot either.
He didn't. John Stockton didn't either. John Stockton was hurt. That's why Michael Jordan played a lot of point guard. John Stockton was hurt. John Stockton didn't play all 9 games.
Okay.
He missed some. So, but
you taking Magic?
I'm taking Magic off, and I'm only taking Magic off because he wasn't in the league.
Yeah, he wasn't in the league.
But but listen like this. Here's the thing.
But you know why he was there. He's probably one of the biggest ambassadors for basketball.
I understand that, but he was done after that. Like
they sent a lot of guys there because they sent Bird and Magic there because it was their last hurrah. I think they sent Bird and Magic there because it was their last hurrah too. But I think it was one of them things was, hey Magic, can you go? I'm be honest with you. I think having Magic play in that All-Star game before the Summer Olympics was to see if he still had it. In 92.
And he did.
Oh, he did. Absolutely did.
But
you don't lose that.
But at the end, yeah, because he was only out the league for a year.
But again, we didn't know a lot about
but he was only
HIV
at
the
but
time.
Yeah, but he was only out the league for a year. It's not like he was gone
right.
and he gained all his weight. He was still Magic. So I understand why he went. Because you're sending the best ever at that point in time.
And Magic what it ended up being was, in my opinion...
But Dominique Wilkins was hurt.
Yeah, he was. That it was a passing of the torch in some degree too, because as we all know, the '80s were pretty much owned by Larry and Magic.
Facts.
Mike had won his first title. Now he hadn't won a title yet when they named the team, but we already.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know did they start naming the team and
it happened. It happened in like '90 even. When '88 lost, Colangelo was on the phone. They named that team around 90, 91.
Yeah, but I think Scotty make it from the championship. You feel what I'm saying?
It's possible.
I think 91. I think Scotty.
But they hadn't filled out the whole roster.
No,
we knew several of them guys was going. Magic and Larry was going.
And I'm just saying Magic off because he wasn't in the league. But in all actuality, I think that if Dominique was healthy, I think Clyde doesn't go.
No, Clyde goes because All those guys were home run hitters. By 91, Mullen 25 a game. Barkley 25 a game.
No, but I'm saying though, if they was taking one off, because I think when you looked at the guards,
all of them was home run hitters. All of them. So David Robinson.
So who do you say?
Ewing.
But Clyde wasn't better than Dominique Wilkins.
Clyde was a home run hitter in 91.
Not like Dominique Wilkins was.
Yeah, I can't take Clyde over Lee.
Not like Dominique Wilkins.
On no day.
He was better than Pippen.
Pippen won the championship.
He was better than Pippen.
Pippen won the championship.
If you're looking at the home run hitters, if we stay consistent, because even Stockton led the league in steals and assists.
But they're also taking Scotty for versatility too.
Yeah, they're not.
He's a lockdown guy.
I think Clyde would have been the one they would have parted with. They had to reach the white boy quota. I'm sorry, they had to. At that point in time, the NBA was starting to get down.
Clyde Drexler in 91.
Yeah, about 24.
22 again.
I don't think he ever was at 24. Was he?
He averaged 25, 27, 27.
Okay.
So he had 22. Because that's when Mike was about to get hold of him around his neck. But dude, at the end of the day, he's not.
In 92, he gave 25.
Yeah. After
then
that,
they went to the final.
But the team is already picked.
The team is already picked.
What was Dominique doing for the 5 years?
Hold on. When was the Dream Team?
92.
So that year he averaged 25.
But the team was already picked. He didn't get picked after he got torched in the finals. Team already picked. Dominique Wilkins got hurt. I think I'm not taking Chris Mullen off.
Mullen was giving me 25.
I'm not taking Chris Mullen off. If we talking Magic and Larry was Magic, Larry, and Mike
done.
We'll put around that.
Yeah.
Then the next call is probably a center, so they call him Pat. Because you got...
Was it Pat or was it...
It was Pat.
It was Pat.
David Robinson only been in the league about 3 years.
Because the original...
David Robinson was an animal in 3 years.
So was Pat.
The original Sports Illustrated was
Magic,
Mike, Larry, Pat, and Charles.
Now listen.
That was the original five on the cover.
If I'm in that room and I'm saying... And I'm speculating who they picked, right?
You can't go wrong with that 5.
I think they picked that 5 first.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
First 5. Then, I think they said... We kind of like that Scottie Pippen guy. That's Mike's friend, and he just won a championship. Let's throw him in there. He's a young guy. Throw him in there. Okay.
So he was a throw-in. He was the one throwing.
But I think it happened early. See, here's the thing. He had to get picked way earlier than some of the other guys because when they did the whole Dream Team thing about when it was a 20-year anniversary for the Dream Team back in, 02? Mm-hmm. No, 12. 2012, they did it. And Scotty was one of the vocal cats. He said, if Isaiah Thomas on this team, I won't be. To make that statement, they already picked you. Picked him early, dog. Scottie Pippen got picked early.
And I'm going to say this. Zeke should have been there, and I'm not letting Scottie Pippen be the guy to say he shouldn't be. I'm with Zeke on that. Now, Zeke says some outrageous stuff.
But listen, man, I think...
Not you. Mike can say it.
I think
you can't say it.
But I think at the end of the day, he was obviously able to say it because nobody else on that team stood up.
Here's the thing. He didn't say it alone.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike said
nobody stood up for him.
Well, you got to remember, his relationship was fractured with Magic when he hurt his ankle, and Magic
but dude, that's
give him access.
That's a dude holding a grudge, and I understand. But what did he think Magic was going to do? Who's wrong in that situation? Isaiah wrong for even asking him. Isaiah wrong for even asking him. Nick, what you think I'm going to do? Let you know.
He did a lot of shady stuff throughout his career.
Listen to what I'm saying, man.
As a player, and even in coaching and management.
Who did shady stuff as a player?
He burned a lot of bridges.
He got a dude traded.
He burned a lot of bridges and brought his boy
in. And brought his friend in there.
Shade.
Underhanded. Super underhanded.
This right here.
Be a leader in your team and just walk past.
We're going to duck out and not say nothing.
Cool.
Boston did the same thing to Detroit. And it was never brought up. They did the same thing to Detroit.
And it's possible.
In 88. And it was never mentioned. It was never mentioned. They did the same thing. Left out early. Yes.
Did they shake hands?
No. They walked out early.
Because quite honestly, KG and them did it till I was watching it today. But I don't like it no matter who it is. Him and
Boston
Rondo
did it to them in 88.
It was 2 minutes left in the game.
But Chicago didn't do it to them.
I agree.
Chicago didn't.
He should have never done that. He should have been bigger than that.
At the end of the day, man, he had nobody on that team that spoke up for him.
That's right.
Hold up. Time's out. Because let's say.
And his coach was the coach.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say.
His coach
was the coach and couldn't get you a job.
That's right. He burned a lot of.
Bird wasn't going to advocate for
But listen,
he burned a lot of bridges.
So for him to be, to be pointing out what Scotty didn't do or Scotty saying this, dude, your coach didn't speak up for you.
He should have been there, but I agree. And I'm taking stock in
Chuck Daddy was like, man, you must be crazy. You think I'm gonna get this up for you? I'm cool. You washed up anyway.
Isaiah Thomas was a player who got hurt and just walked away.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles.
Just walked away.
And I felt it.
He said it ain't even worth it.
Walked away. Tried to listen. Look, I'm surprised that Isaiah Thomas has a job doing anything with the National Basketball Association. Because when he went to the CBA, he tried to get the NBA out. I'm telling you, he's a dirtbag.
But he's plugged in with the cokehead.
Dude, that was after.
In New York.
That was after he went to the CBA. He's on the front of a Sports Illustrated saying, I went to old in with the new. And the NBA still let that dude back in? I don't know what that was. He got some
dirt on somebody.
No, he did some.
What was his relationship with Larry Bird in Indiana?
Oh, this was the relationship.
It was interesting.
No, this was their relationship. Because I'm going to tell you how much of a dirtbag they felt Isaiah was. Jermaine O'Neal, superstar at the time. Can I get that?
Okay, J.O.
Okay. I sign with you. I resign with you. GM Larry. Are you keeping Isaiah? Yeah, sure. We are. Sign it. Thank you. See you next year. Jermaine O'Neal, we're going to have a great team. See you. Hey, can I speak to Isaiah Thomas? You're fired. Get your stuff and get out of here. That's how cutthroat they was to that guy. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, he had nothing coming. But see, here's the funny part.
Wait. You lost me.
Oh, yes.
You lost me. So
Jermaine O'Neal said he would resign if Isaiah Thomas. No, if Isaiah stayed the coach.
Okay.
Larry said, yeah, sure. Still fired him.
Yeah. And he's still upset about that. Now, he says they win the championship if they keep him as a coach.
Bye. Get out of here. You ain't never said nothing bad about Larry. Why not? Because you don't hold no weight with Larry. You can't say nothing bad about him. You can't. It's going to fall on deaf ears. Can't talk bad about Larry Bird. You can't. Nobody does. Larry Bird is a basketball player who, college champion.
No, he didn't win the championship.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Runner-up.
I'm sorry.
Great, though.
Animal.
Exceptional college player.
Yes.
NBA champ, MVP. Coach of the year and GM of the year.
On top of Hall of Fame.
Only thing he didn't do was own the team.
That's the only thing he didn't do. And you're talking levels. Where at each level, he showed, man, I can do this. You never hear him say, hey, man, Larry kept me off the team too, man. Hey, Larry fired me when I... You don't say none of that.
Well, he did talk about the firing. But he made it quick, though. He said, we won on the championship if he didn't fire me. That's what he said.
Fired him. Come on, man. He didn't have Isaiah Thomas that had a lot... Isaiah Thomas used one of his beefs with Michael Jordan was because when he would go to Chicago to play Mike, they would boo him and cheer Mike. You're playing against them. They don't care where you grew up at, bro.
But they're not going to mess with you, though.
Exactly. You're here to beat us. We about to cheer for you.
They're not hanging out in the parking lot trying to hold you up.
Exactly. And right.
Chicago still, it's still all love, but
right, man.
You don't like the Pistons.
And little stuff like that, man, and just do it. But the one you single out always is Scotty. Well, hey.
Let me, the side note. So I always want to ask you this. Isaiah from Chicago. Derrick Rose from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the better player?
What do you mean?
I saw something. And we look at better player, greater career, right? I give Isaiah Thomas the greater career.
Yeah.
Player for player, Derrick Rose will tear his mouth out.
But first of all, you're talking about two generations different.
Yeah, I put him in prime.
When you start comparing generations, we're talking bigger, faster, stronger today.
Yes.
So that always plays a role. Give me D Rose.
And Derrick Rose will get you stuck up our back.
If he called his people from Chicago,
he'd be like, whoop,
they will rob Isaiah Thomas
in the back.
They will take all of his green
everything
with that lifeless face.
Yes.
Yeah,
Derrick Rose thing on the chain. He be sitting there like, he's zoned out, man.
Yeah, give me D Rose.
But
Isaiah had a better career though.
But and I think we got to start looking at that because it's like you want to take somebody like I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't know how accurate this statement is going to be as far as numbers, but let's say somebody said Bernard King had a better career than Carmelo. Let's say they said that.
He
don't want no parts of Carmelo. But he might have been a better career. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't want to get you riled up.
Player for player. The King of New York versus Carmelo Anthony.
Yes.
Give me Mel. And I'm going to say Mel had
I don't think you can go wrong with either one.
I'm going to say Mel had a better career.
I don't think you can go wrong with either one.
I'm going to say that too.
Melo has the better career, but I don't think player for player you can go wrong with either one.
Give me Mel.
Both of them are scoring machines.
Let's do one a little different. This is going to be
You're trying to do an obvious one. You got to do an obvious one.
I don't think this is obvious.
I want to ask y'all something about Mel.
We'll go Melo and Chris Mullin. I think Melo's career might be better, but I think Chris Mullin will tear his mouth out. I'm going opposite on that. I think Melo's career is better.
You're taking the old guy.
I think Chris Mullin will tear his
You're taking the old guy.
Yes.
I think Melo is a better all-around scorer.
I
can give it to you in any way you want. Chris Mullin was a jump-shooting machine.
I don't know, man.
Klay Thompson. Chris Mullin is Klay Thompson. Chris Mullin is Klay Thompson. Chris Mullin is Klay Thompson.
Klay got D.
Chris was more than just that jump shooter, though.
Chris Mullin is Klay Thompson.
Okay, if you want
except for Klay Thompson, Chris Mullin shoot better than Klay
I
Thompson.
knew he wouldn't. I knew the symbol was coming.
Chris Mullin shoot better than Klay Thompson.
Never.
Chris Mullin shoot better than Klay Thompson.
Never. Chris Mullin got a better.
Facts.
He got a better floor game.
Facts.
I'll give you the floor game.
He got a
Facts.
better floor game.
He don't shoot better than he don't.
Facts.
He don't shoot better than Klay.
Yes, he does.
He don't shoot. It's only one person alive shoot better than Klay.
What's his name?
It's his teammates.
One there?
Yes, that's it.
Nobody.
That's
Chris
nobody.
Mullin was
hey, what did Spike Lee say in that Jordan commercial? Nobody. Nobody.
Listen, hey, Ryan.
No, he don't. And I like, you know, man, come on. I like Chris.
That pull-up left-hand jumper was wet.
It was
That's
wet.
Beautiful.
So we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna come back to the Dream Team because I got I want to do some matchup. We're gonna do some pontification, if you will.
Whatever that means. Right.
You know what? We'll take a break. Pull up the SARS. We'll work it out. This is RDR Talking Numbers. We'll be right back.
This is Ron Fax Worley, and you are listening to RDR Talking Numbers.
This is RDR Talking Numbers. We are talking about the good, the bad, and ugly of the Dream Team. So we talked about a little bit of the good. We talked about a little bit of the bad, who was missing, obviously what they accomplished. One thing that I've heard discussed in a number of forums, and actually Shaquille O'Neal was one of the people who said it, particularly after, and he continues to say it today, the 96 quote-unquote Dream Team 2.
Are we bypassing the World Championship team?
Yeah,
with Shaq.
We bypassing. But Shaq was on Dream Team 2 as well. Does Dream Team 2 beat Dream Team 1?
Destroys Dream Team 1. Destroys them.
Okay, I got a question for that. There are...
Mark Price,
Kevin Johnson.
We're not talking in their
Joe
prime.
Dumars.
We're talking that team versus that
right
team. It ain't even close. It ain't even close.
Do you know the Dream Team 2 roster?
Yes, I do. Mark Price, Kevin Johnson, Reggie Miller, Joe Dumars,
you talking about
Dominique Wilkins.
You talking about
Larry Johnson,
Sean Kemp,
Sean Kemp, Lonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal.
Penny Hardaway too.
Hardaway was not on that team.
Oh, Hardaway made the real.
Yeah, 96. That team.
You're talking about 94.
That is correct. The
What
World
are you
Championship
I'm
team
talking
in Toronto.
96.
Oh, he was talking about 96.
But that World Championship team will destroy Team 1.
And they're fairly close.
Let's hold up. Let's not jump. Let's not jump to that.
Are fairly
Let's
close.
not jump to the 96 team yet.
Okay.
I watched every game of that Dream Team
I got
too
an issue with
in
you.
Toronto.
Go ahead. Talk about it.
You out of your mind. So
This is why we do what we do.
You out of your mind.
And Dominique was the elder statesman of that
team. Give me who you starting on that team. Who cares who started? Give me who you saying to start. Because we're not, like Dave said, which you make up a good point, we're not talking prime. We're talking about that team.
We're talking about right then and there. So snapshot. Boom.
KJ started. Reggie Miller. There was another. I don't think Dominique started. It was another. Oh, Derek Coleman was on that team.
Oh my God, who cares? I cannot wait to get a hold of him.
He was also on Dream Team too as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty much the same team, by and large.
Who?
The '94 World Championships or whatever, Pan Am and Dream Team too.
No,
it's fairly similar.
No.
Yeah.
Because the team from '96, you added Scotty, you added Penny.
Hakeem was on that team.
You added Grant Hill. You had Olajuwon. Yeah. No, was they not the same team? You took off the riffraffs.
No.
Sean Kemp out of here. Riffraff.
Sean Kemp was out.
Riffraff. They got him out of there. Riffraff did not make it, dude. Go look at '96. '96 team was not like them.
96 was unbelievable.
It was nice.
But 94 was. Steve
96.
Smith was on that team. Steve Smith was on Dream Team too.
Exactly. Get them out of here.
Get them out of here.
Get them out of here.
That team was loaded.
Give me your starting five. I want
Steve Smith.
Okay. As what? The point guard?
The 2-guard, point guard.
Oh my
Steve Smith, Reggie Miller.
What Reggie Miller playing? The 2 or the 3?
Man, throw him out there.
Okay.
Positionless basketball. That's what you always say?
Not in that era. They didn't know how to play position basketball back then. Go ahead.
Kemp, Shaq,
You start.
LJ.
You start. Kemp, Shaq, LJ. No, you just named 6 people.
I just named 5 people. Steve Smith, Reggie Miller,
So
LJ.
you're not starting Kevin Johnson.
No. Bring Kevin Johnson and Mark Price off the bench.
Dude, listen to me. Because he just made his own starting lineup. So I'm starting Mike at the 1. Them other guards have no chance. Period. It's not even up for debate. Let's not do it. I'm throwing your boy Clyde out there. Reggie cannot see Clyde in 92. He can't. He has no D. He's not going to be able to stay in front of him. Clyde going to be able to do what he do. And I'm not a Clyde fan. Scottie Pippen. Larry Johnson, I love you. You cannot do nothing with Scottie. You tried to in the playoffs and Scottie destroyed you. You can go to YouTube and find that where Larry Johnson was calling Scottie a bum and Scottie destroyed our guy. This is a fact.
It's not a good matchup for him. Flat out.
I'm going to let you pick. No, I'm going to let you pick. What power forward do you want off
DC?
No, that's your team. What power forward do you want off of number 2? I'm going to let you pick.
Barkley started.
Kemp's mouth.
I'll let you. You want Barkley out there? You want Carl? I'll let you pick.
Kemp's mouth was coming off. All the whole mandible. All of this.
What center do you want?
Maxillary and everything.
Shaq. David Robinson. You can put David Robinson against Shaq.
We talking about Shaq. That's Shaq.
92.
No. It would be 96 or 94 Shaq.
94, yeah.
Yeah, that's
against 94 David Robinson.
That's third.
Or
that's
92 David Robinson.
Yes, that's second year in the league. Man,
28 a game.
28
a game. 28 a game.
Go tell me.
28 a game.
Go tell me how much Go tell me how much David was averaging in 92. Man, this wouldn't be close. And then when he came off the bench with Kevin Johnson and homeboy, I'm just gonna come off the bench with Chris Merlin. I ain't even put Magic. I let Magic chill.
We still got Magic.
Because Magic coming in the game with
Man,
Chris.
we ain't checking Magic.
With Chris, well, there you go. They go 17 and 17. He go at 17 points, 17 dimes.
In 92.
Dream Team too, 96 team might have beat them.
92, David Robinson gave you 23 points and 12 rebounds. Give me Shaq.
You can say we're not talking about individual. We're talking about on that team.
Give me Shaq.
We're talking about that team.
Give me Shaq.
Well, hey, you said David Robinson.
And then they had Alonzo Mourning.
I want Pat start. Man, Alonzo can't check neither one of them. Alonzo can't do nothing with David Robinson and nothing with Patrick Ewing.
He's off camera, folks. He's in the league all the way
back.
back.
I wish you would stop. Hey, people listening, if anybody out here think that Alonzo Mourning can do anything with David Robinson or Patrick Ewing, you are a crackhead. Put it down, dude. Put it down.
Alonzo Mourning in 92
was averaging 21 and 10.
He wasn't even in the league.
So how'd you put him on your team?
Oh, it's 94.
94.
You see, he didn't grab somebody. He was a second year at Georgetown.
22 and 10.
Hey, what I just say? Y'all gotta love me. This is what I do.
They love you anyway.
It's numbers.
So check this out. 96. Charles. Penny.
The old Charles.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I will put that Charles against the one from 92. And the 196 get his mouth tore out.
Yeah. Penny.
Boom. Oh, what are you doing?
Hill. Carl again.
Yep.
which
Carl will be the problem.
He might be
Carl will be the problem.
He might be the same guy. He might even been better.
Carl from 96 might beat himself from 92. Yeah. So he's a problem.
Reggie, Dream, Shaq, GP, Scotty.
And Dream was giving you 26.
Mitch, David, and John Stockton. Shaq said they wiped the floor with.
I'm switching the lineup up because do you think the 96 team is starting Scotty at the power? I mean at the small, right? Because he's the only small forward on that team, right? Besides, you probably starting Grant.
Well, at the time, it was GP, Reggie, Penny, Charles, and the Dream. So kind of unconventional.
Oh, we dogged them. Because I'm not starting Scotty against them. I'm starting Chris Mullin against them.
So you still taking Dream Team 1?
Yes. They got Mike.
That's your answer to everything.
They have Mike. It's nobody on that team can do nothing with him. They gonna he destroying all of them, man.
Why didn't Mike play in 96?
Because he said
he got one.
Actually,
I got two.
He got two. They asked him. No, I'll let you young. That's how Mitch Richmond got the job.
84 and in 92.
Mitch Richmond owed him everything. That gold medal. Look, that gold medal that Mitch got his Mike's. That ring he got his Kobe's. Come on, man. Give people their jewelry back. Stop stealing. Your boy Mitch Richmond been a thief his whole NBA career. He's a Hall of Famer, though. But, Mike let him eat.
So, I have...
This is facts, man. This is fact. Mike let him eat. He said, I'm cool. Go ahead, y'all, man. Have at it.
I have a follow-up question.
I think if Mike is on that team, if Mike is on that 96 team, then yes, they beat everybody. Because you talking Shaq, you talking Grant, you talking Scotty, you talking Penny, you talking Olajuwon, you talking the Diesel, and you add the GOAT, then that team is the best ever. But I think when you pick it off and you subtract it with Mitch Richmond, nobody cares about that squad. Got an old Charles Barkley on there, man. Charles Barkley probably shouldn't even have made it. Honestly, they probably should.
He got the treatment that Magic and them got the other guys.
Probably, yep.
And that championship window.
He was still averaging a double-double at the time.
Yeah, he was. But that championship window.
And Larry Bird was still averaging 20.
Here's the championship.
We still knew it was over for him.
Here's the championship window for Charles between 92 and 96. It opened and it closed.
And it did, and that's real. But I mean...
Because he was still in Phoenix in 96, but they wasn't winning no title. So question. The quote-unquote redeemed team of 2008.
The team is dangerous.
Can they hold it?
A lot of shooters.
Can they hold it? Can the Dream Team?
That team is dangerous. That team got...
And for those who don't know...
That team got LeBron
Carlos
James.
Boozer.
My boy the Bulls was on there.
Jay Kidd, another guy we talked about today. LeBron. My guy, Darren Williams.
Jay Kidd was a guy who made it on some Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Not in 08.
Yeah.
12, but not in 08.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the redeemed team is 08?
Yes, because they lost, and they lost in 04.
What team?
Melo and Bron.
What team is the one with Kobe on?
That's this one.
That team dangerous.
That's what I'm talking about. So, Darren Williams.
That team is dangerous.
Mike Red.
But they won a lot of close games.
But you know
Flash, Kobe,
in 08,
Dwight, Bosh, Paul, Tayshaun, and Mel.
In 08,
Tayshaun wouldn't get off the bench. Oh, that team had what's name 1 and 2, right?
Jason Kidd was 30-something years old. He was in his mid-30s in 08.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think Jason Kidd was.
He was on his way out.
Because he played again in 12.
But listen to what I'm saying.
He's
though.
damn near 40 years
But
old.
listen, that's not a shot. Charles Barkley was
35.
still. Charles Barkley was still giving you a double.
Jason started.
He was an old man when he
started.
In 08.
He started, but they still had Chris in there. But he was a mentor to those guys too.
Well, he should have started then, man.
Well,
that team was dangerous. That team had a lot of glue guys though. Tayshaun Prince.
Kid is a glue guy for real.
But Tayshaun ain't guarding nobody on Dream Team 1. He guard nobody. He gets smoked.
He can't hold his own?
No.
He can guard Magic.
Nope.
So you taking Dream Team 1 over these guys?
Yep. Because of Mike. And Karl Malone.
Who's the shooters on Dream Team?
Because you name that team.
On every team.
Who was the centers on that team?
You missed it. Howard. Howard's really the only center. And then you got Chris Bosh, forward center.
Hey, that's going to be a series with David Robinson.
Who's the shooters? Who's the three-point shooter?
Kobe. Chris Paul.
Red.
Oh, your boy.
Michael Red?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your boy.
Yep, lefty.
Your boy.
Lefty Schmefty.
Yep.
And they had, and because again the
go to the team in 12.
The international line a little closer, so they got guys. Darren Williams, you can classify him as a shooter,
certified.
That's why a guy like Chris Mullin is unstoppable in FIBA basketball.
I don't know why the Cavs picked him up.
Picked who up?
Darren Williams.
He didn't have it, but it made sense on paper.
He had nothing to do, man.
I'm gonna see
they got him off the couch.
Yes. Remember Brooklyn let him go.
He was a whole can of trash, man.
Yeah, he was thinking it up. I wanted
17.
Well,
it was 18. That was 17 or 18?
17. I'm gonna look at this Olympic, and then I got a question for y'all. I saw something today that made me think, and it's a topic that I think we could tackle. All right, 2012 roster: Tyson Chandler, KD, Bron, Russ, D. Will, Iguodala, Bean, Kevin Love, the Beard, Chris Paul, AD, and Mel.
That's tough.
That one is going to run anybody out the gym.
And KD,
I think
is that the one with Anthony Davis?
Yeah, AD on that.
He only made the team because Blake Griffin got hurt.
That team, I think this team beats everybody.
Give me that team again.
Chandler, KD, Bron, Russ, D. Will, Iguodala, Bean, K. Love, the Beard, Chris Paul, AD, and Mel.
How relevant was Kobe Bryant in 12?
Huh?
Kobe Bryant.
What'd you say?
I said, how relevant was it?
Kobe Bryant.
If they don't have Kobe Bryant,
he was only 33.
If they don't have Kobe Bryant, they don't win. Go watch them Olympics when you get a chance. That team was in shambles.
Are you serious?
33.
He was the go-to.
He was only 33
He
years
was
old.
the go-to guy. He won one game on a last-second buzzer beater. Hey, but man, Dream Team 1 will smack them too. Listen to me, man. Dream Team 1 had no buzzer beaters. They listen. The Olympics is 9 games.
Something like that. Because you got pool play.
But the teams are more advanced now.
But the other teams have gotten better.
Chuck Daly never called a timeout.
Agree. I get what you're saying.
That's the most craziest basketball I've seen in my life. Do you not? Hey, just go play.
But if I line these guys up, we're going to outrun them.
Nope.
What?
No. Michael Jordan is as fast as any guard on that team.
And what about the rest of them?
Clyde Drexler is as fast as any guard on that team.
He might be fast.
David Robinson is more athletic than any center on that roster.
He's going to take all the follicles out of his head.
It don't matter. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. He'll come there with a
Clyde Drexler is better than 3/4 of that
He'll
team.
come there with a shoe shine.
Said what?
He'll come there with a shoe shine. How many buckets?
Clyde Drexler is amazing.
How many buckets are the Dream Team 1 going to be able to get by just going down low to Carl, Charles, and Pat? It's a snooze fest. You're talking about FIBA. You're talking about being able to snatch the ball off the rim.
It was the wider lane. They done made it straight.
Snatch the ball off the rim. A closer 3-point. You said a closer 3-point line to an NBA in '92 that was dominated by mid-range? They needed Kobe to save him. He was the oldest cat on the team. He had to save them. Last second buzzer beaters. Dude.
So you going Dream Team 1 all across the board?
I'm going Dream Team 1 all across the board.
You too? Well, no, you said 94.
Now, mind you,
94.
That one is very close.
These cats got horses.
They do.
They got horses.
But they also got fans. There's a lot of fans on that team. And fans is
I see what you're saying.
The Iguodalas. Who he stopping? Who is he stopping?
Finals MVP, man.
And LeBron averaged 35.
Hey, bro.
Who he stopping? Yeah. I would love to see that Iguodala guard Clyde Drexler. I would love to see that Iguodala guard Chris Mullin. I would love to. I don't even know what the power forwards on the list was. AD was straight out of Kentucky. That's when his teeth wasn't fixed. The unibrow wasn't shaped up. Put him down there against Carl. Carl would have averaged 50.
They had him as a center. You know, Mel played a lot of 4 on the Olympic team.
Oh, I would love it.
He played a lot of 4.
I would love to see Carmelo Anthony screaming for help. When Carl like this.
They'd have tore Kevin Love. They'd have tore his head off.
And John Stockton would have been out there elbowing you, grabbing your shorts.
Chris Paul ain't going for that. They both dirty.
They both dirty.
He a little feisty, little fella.
Last time Chris Paul got feisty was somebody Rondo was beating his face in. He don't want to Stockton will choke him out, man. I'm keeping it 100. Hey, look,
John Stockton is
Pat Ewing, 1992. It's no center on that team. No smoke.
Yeah, he gonna give Tyson Chandler all the time.
he gonna shoot 15-foot jumper.
He gonna give Tyson
with the knee pads on.
The volleyball pads. Them not braces.
Did you see?
Pads.
We all watch a lot of the same stuff. You ever see when they was talking that Dream Team was talking and
when they was playing against each other?
And
that was the best game.
And Mike was like, hey David, how you like that ass whooping we just gave you? He said, Dave Robinson said, what? I think y'all came down on this in once. Goons. You talking about them playing at each other. What Magic say? Oh, I get them all to Clyde. Clyde, don't let them do that to you. Don't, man. Them guys don't. Them do buddy over there.
Get that out of here. Yeah.
No, man. It'd have been different.
Yeah.
It'd have been different. You saw what them old boys did to the young boys who thought they won a game, and then Chuck Daly told them, "Man, would y'all go out there and play?" Said they ain't win all day. They said they cut the scoreboard off. It looked so bad. I don't see it, man.
You can't keep doing this.
I'm giving that one of the closer games.
Okay.
I give that very close. I give that that 96. Mm-hmm. That's real close too. Because that's real close. Scott, that team was real long and athletic on the perimeter. When you had Scotty
younger.
You got a Grant Hill and a Penny Hardaway.
We down here,
That's
buddy.
dangerous.
We down here.
Because them guys could really... Okay, you bring it up.
You could really...
and that's a different
6'7" at the point
That's
guard.
That's a
young and 6'7".
Young and 6'7", man. Like, to be honest, I think the 2012 team will have a problem with them.
Really?
Because they big. They big. I mean, and... LeBron is LeBron. I think in 2012, and I don't know, I could be just fishing. I think, Bosh and guys like Bosh, it was a lot of...
He wasn't there. He was there at 8. He wasn't there at 12.
It was a lot of guys just along for the ride because they were specialists. Oh, we need Iguodala because he can lock down the perimeter. But okay, you can't give him the ball. He can't give you no buckets. The Dream Team 1 is so sweet because everybody is a monster.
Multifaceted.
Iguodala's never a superstar.
Yes, never.
Multifaceted.
Never superstar. Those guys were...
The whole roster was a superstar.
Everybody on that team...
And I think that's why they say that's the greatest collection ever.
Was a leader. Even Scotty, after that, showed you he was a leader. When Mike left.
When he led the ball.
Even though John Stockton and Carl played together basically their whole career... Those was two leaders, dude. Those was two guys that allowed the other guy to eat and be who he was going to be.
Right.
I don't know, man. That team where they don't have them. And then it's a lot of guys, the heart check guys, like Darren Williams. We found out who you really is. Now, you got some. Now, you got a Chris Paul, leader. A LeBron James, a Dwayne Wade, a Kobe Bryant.
I hear what you're saying.
AD is that guy now. But I don't know, man. Okay, we're not talking a one-man tournament. We're talking about get best out of 7.
That's what I look at it. 7 games.
We say a best out of 7. The team, in my opinion, the team in 90. So you got 92. The team in 94 that we brought up. The 92 team beat them in 5.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know it's your boys on that team. I say 5. Could be wrong, but let's go 5. That 96 team. 92 winning 7.
The difference between the 94 and the 92 team, 94 team utilized the 3. They utilized the 3. Mark Price.
They did.
Reggie.
They did. But
Dumars.
If we ever get a chance and you ever want to look at some game, and you're right, they utilized the 3. Oh. But the Dream Team 2 utilized the break.
Oh, they was on the horse.
Everything was gone. They was beating people just on transition. Like, if you looked at their...
They never had to set up.
Yeah, their transition points.
Everything was done.
I think if they just took away the score, the transition points, I still think beat teams by 15.
Correct.
That's just...
It was all dunks and finger rolls.
That's just, we out, man. We out. And now you wanna, and you're talking about.
And every now and again, Larry.
Look at some of the look at the guys on that team. All of them could steal the ball. Pat, David, Mike, Scotty, Chris Mullin, Magic, Stockton. All of them was thieves. I'm gonna get on you. I want that rock. All of them played the pass. Like, dude. And that 12 team and 8 team, though, too many bullshit passes. Too many turnovers. They would have ran them. They would have had to slow the game down.
So you think speed is
I think speed would have killed them. I think speed, because they would have. You have every individual on that 92 team would take your cookies from you. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody on that team averaged to steal a game for their career. That's crazy, dog. Yeah. That means, and we talking guys that played 1,000 games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been hard. Tony Kukoc was
right,
one of the best basketball players outside of the NBA at that point in time. Mike and Scotty doubled him. But we're going to take him out. We're going to cut the head off, and we're going to say, we're going to, and I think Mike and Scotty would have did that to LeBron, Melo, KD, whoever got it going. Because Mike and Scotty were like, man, we about to eat. Because we got guys like Charles.
I ain't even got a score.
We got guys like Carl back there. We don't need to. That's why Mike and Scotty average 12 and 14 points. We ain't got to. We locking it up. We're going to be in your shirt all night. And I don't think that they would have had. You take a Kobe Bryant guy that can get on the ground like that. I don't know if he got enough. I guess him and Chris Paul could eat a dude alive like that. Mm-hmm. They probably would eat a dude alive. And it would be them situations. I think it would be that they would have to go in there. Well, let's take somebody out. Let's get somebody out of their hookup, and let's make these other guys beat us. I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to see people want to put NBA teams and all that. Oh, I want to see the 86 Boston Celtics. No, I don't. I want to see these Dream Team teams play against each other, where it's a different. You talking about? The ball hit the rim, ain't no goaltending. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, we banging that.
David and Pat eating that.
I'm taking it off. Defensively. I was bouncing around. I got that.
You got
no bucket.
You talking Pat, David, Charles, and Carl. All great outlet. So soon I get this on the rim, I'm out. So think about this. You Pat,
but
David.
But it's the difference between that Carl, and Kemp, Coleman, Lonzo Mourning, and Shaq. The only one out of those four is Lonzo. He's outletting. Those other three are pushing it.
But see, that's the thing. That takes away.
Takes away from who?
We got this. We got the center pushing the ball up the floor. Who you about to throw it to? You about to throw it to?
He's going coast to coast because nobody's going to stop him.
But if them three is grabbing it off the rim,
nobody's stopping Sean Kemp on the break. Nobody's stopping Derek Coleman on the break.
If them three is grabbing it off the rim, and I got Mike, Scotty, and Clyde running, you better be running. You better be running. They're gone.
One dribble.
And they're out. They're like this, and I'm out. And not to mention, look, man, at the end of the day, big guard Magic, seeing over everything, playing his game. You got to reach.
I don't even think he scored no buckets in the Olympics.
He probably did.
He was so happy. He like, bro,
that's all I got to do. That's it. I think it would be, because like anything can happen. If I had to bet, I think the Dream Team beat all them other guys.
I'm surprised to hear you say. I guess Mike on the team. You're taking the old guys.
I'm taking the old guys.
This is the first.
I'm taking the old guys on that because I think that them, when you look at all those teams, if when you look at all those teams, right, even if you look at the 04 Olympic team, the one that got beat, a lot of them players shouldn't have been there. A lot of the players took guys' spots that didn't want to go.
Okay.
LeBron James should have went.
Well, you know what though?
LeBron James was too young, wasn't ready. Carmelo was too young.
I watched those games, and Larry Brown was tripping because he wasn't playing them guys.
No, he didn't. But just imagine the guys would have went that said no. Kobe, Paul Pierce, Tim Duncan, Richard Jefferson, Allen Iverson, and Stephon Marbury was the only 4 automatic yeses. Like they said yes when you first asked them. You had Ray Allen, no. Mm-hmm. KG, no. Kobe Bryant, no. T-Mac, no. Dude! Now you grabbing You had
first and second year.
You had a Melo.
But those are the best guys on the team, and they didn't even play.
But listen, but here's the thing.
You don't put them out there.
You're putting too many of them there. That's the same thing.
Why
the Olympic team was getting smacked because you
send
all these young boys.
If
KG them, if they send the goons, they win in 04. You didn't send the goons. You had Timmy, AI, and Steph because Jefferson is the throw-in guy.
Yeah, we don't need.
He's not the. He's
Iguodala.
He's Iguodala.
Never,
he's the bang.
Never a superstar.
You're talking if you would have sent the goons, you could have sent the whole 06 draft class and they smoke. You send the whole 06. You send Walker, Ray, Kobe,
96,
AI.
96.
Yeah, 96. You sent the whole 96 team, they win the Olympics, but you didn't. You sent Steph said yes, Stephon Marbury, AI, Tim Duncan, and Jefferson. So you wound up getting, like you said, 4 of the super duper young athletic guys. A rookie LeBron James, rookie Mel, rookie Dwayne Wade, second year Amari Stoudemire. You should have took one of those guys.
Right. I hear what you're saying.
The rest full of veterans, they would have smoked. But them cats was, we cool. Because the team in 92 made it, it's fun to do. Oh my God, that's great. The team in, like you said, that a FIBA team in 94, they smoked. The 96 team, they was killing. After 96, you go 2000. They did their thing. Because the 2000 team
was
Vince Carter. That's when he
KG was on that team.
KG was on that team. So when it was that second time to roll around, no, we cool.
I already got one. I'm cool.
I already got one. But see, this the thing.
And KG's still looking for a championship. I got my medal.
At that time,
I would like one of these now.
And see something else too. When you get to that 94 team, if a Kobe and a Paul Pierce say yes, that team wins.
Yeah, probably so.
They didn't need every dude. You talking about 12 players that you asked to come and only 4 of your first choices said yes.
Right.
Now you stuck with 8 throw-ins. Like, hey, you feel like going to Olympics? Oh, sure, why not? Mm-hmm. This can't be that hard. And like you said, it might be a different turnaround too if they let them guys play. Because what's his name? Brown was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
It was horrible.
You gonna put LeBron James?
Yeah, but man, I think they dropped the ball on that because guys didn't come. And then remember after the 04 team, that 96 FIBA team got smacked around again.
Oh yeah, 06 was terrible.
Yeah, that was
the worst collection of dream teamers we've ever seen. That
was a nightmare squad.
They was terrible.
They was bad, man. You had people. Then that's when let's grab all these guys. Let's grab 25 guys and make it.
They made it into a program.
They made it to a program, and they said, "Look, he's going to be the coach." That's when you had Coach
K and play all the way through,
to play, and then we'll weed out everything, right. and that made it a better transition because I mean, at the end of the day, you got millionaire cats. You got to make it work.
And you almost didn't have to worry.
You're taking my summer away.
Almost didn't have to worry about guys dropping because you got. Well, if you do drop,
you got
a guy in the program instead of just making a dry call.
Yep.
Dry call.
So, but yeah.
So yeah, y'all. Listen, we appreciate y'all listening. That's our take on the Dream Team and some of the teams to follow. We appreciate you listening. Do me a favor, subscribe to the podcast, like, share, follow, comment. Go to the YouTube channel, do the same thing. Check us out. We got some new. The league ain't rolling right now, but I got some ideas, and hopefully when they come back, we really gonna be great.
Right.
Listen, as always, live well, laugh often, and love much. RDR will talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Peace.